What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining me right here on Outside the Brand. This is your AEW Full Gear 2021 preview and predictions for November 13th, 2021. I'm your host, Phil. And guys, hold on one second. This is Outside the Brand. What's going on, guys? We got Nate here. And we are going to prepare you guys for what is going to be an absolutely amazing show for you guys tonight. I think this is going to be an absolutely wonderful card from top to bottom. At least Tony put it that way. So like I said, we got a damn good card for you guys here tonight on Full Gear. My dog is screeching in the background. George, stop. Thank you. So guys, we got a special main event headline for this pay-per-view. We got Hangman and Page trying to get that world championship that he's been trying to get since the first ever AEW pay-per-view back in 2019 at Double or Nothing, when he faced Chris Jericho to become the inaugural champion. And we all know how that went. We also have another match that is going to be headlining the show, and CM Punk taking on Eddie Kingston. That should just be an absolute banger. And two of the four pillars of AEW are set to face off, and what should be an awesome match as well. We got Darby Allin taking on MJF. And not to mention, guys, my girl. You guys know my DJ baby girl, Dr. Britt Baker, DND. She will be defending that AEW Women's World Championship against a very dangerous Ty Conti.
Yes, sir.
So, with all that being said, we're going to go down not only those matches, but every single match on tonight's card. We got 10 matches here for you guys tonight. And I just have to ask you guys real quick before we get into the selling out portion of the intro. What do you guys really think about this card? Do you think that this card could have been booked better? Do you guys think that there was enough build-up for these matches, enough build-up for those, or not really enough build-up for some? How do you feel about the card? What do you think Tony Khan has done with it? And how pumped are you for tonight's show?
The card itself is pretty good. I'm excited for like the whole pay-per-view, to be honest. I don't see any bad matches popping up on this card. So yeah, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Law.
All right. When Phil first said the card, I feel like we went over the card like our last podcast. I feel like we talked about it.
Yep.
It didn't really like hit me how like interesting a lot of this card is. Even though I only really care about 2 or 3 matches, all the matches on this card have the potential of being really, really good. So I'm very excited for this just on like a wrestling aspect of it, because I remember All Out, I was more excited for what eventually happened with Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, my fault.
Right.
But this I'm more interested on just a professional wrestling aspect, because even though there may be like 1 or 2 of those like debut moments tonight, we don't know. Well, at least I don't know.
There's been nothing so far.
Yeah. So,
that we've heard.
But
which I like. I like that we haven't heard anything.
Yeah, that's the best thing about it, you know. But for the most part, this is really just a show that I'm really interested in, just on the wrestling aspect of it. You feel me? So, as long as Eddie Kingston and CM Punk kill each other and the damn championship, and Hangman is the champion at the end of the day, I'll be a happy laugh. You feel me? So,
yeah. All right. So, guys, before we get into the actual preview and predictions for tonight's card, which starts at 8 o'clock Eastern time, so I'd love to stay and chat with you guys, but I actually am heading over to a friend, so I will not be able to join the watch along. But you guys can go to the watch along on our backup channel, Wrestling Talk Universal. I always forget the name of that channel. I don't know why, but it's there. If you guys ever want to go see the watch-alongs, all of those are down over there for that. But it's time to show out. It's time to sell out here on OTB. As guys, I want you guys to do a little bit of a few things before we get into the actual predictions of tonight's show. If you guys have missed anything on the channel, you guys can go to the homepage of Outside the Brand, and you guys can check anything that you have missed throughout the week. We have our Monday Night Raw review, our NXT review, and our AEW Dynamite review on the channel waiting for you guys if you guys have missed any of those. There were no SmackDown and AEW Rampage review, mainly because yesterday was Law's birthday, so he was just having a fun time over there in Philly or wherever the heck he was for his birthday, having a fun time. Happy 21. And I'll admit it, I wasn't watching SmackDown. I wasn't watching Rampage. I was watching House of Glory, and it was just a phenomenal time. Will Ospreay and Amazing Red killed it in a 40-minute banger in the main event of that show. So I was rather going to be watching that instead of whatever happened on SmackDown, where apparently Roman Reigns is the new King of the Ring. So we'll figure out that when we get to that next Friday. So yeah, if you guys have missed anything on the channel, go check it out. It's on the homepage. You guys can follow us on social media. All the links for our TikToks are down in the description below. If you guys want to listen to the MFN Right remix by Loft and Bash, that link is always down in the description. As you guys know, it's always a banger. So just go listen to it. It's a fun time. So there is that. Continue to support the channel in any way that you possibly can. Clicking that like button goes a long way in helping this channel grow and just getting it out there to the YouTube algorithm. So continue to hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Get this video to 10 likes possible. Maybe. That would be greatly appreciated if we can get there. Also, of course, guys, subscribing to the channel doesn't hurt that much either. Subscribe to OTB. You can always unsubscribe later if you ever choose to, but I don't know why you ever would. We just do the best damn thing here for the podcast. So you guys can always subscribe or unsubscribe later, and it's absolutely free, so why not? And guys, also, while you're subscribed, turn on the bell. It's easy. Just turn on the bell, ring that bell, ding, 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 boom, put it to all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live. And, well, actually, no, that was it. That was enough for the selling out. Without further ado, guys, let's get into these predictions, shall we?
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, you can pretty much start with any of these matches, and it's going to be an absolute banger. So, we'll start off light. How about that? We got the buy-in that's happening at 7:30. The buy-in is Hikaru, Shida, and Thunder Rosa taking on Jamie Hayter and Nyla Rose. This should be a pretty decent tag team match. This was kind of just thrown together for the buy-in. Normally we have like some kind of casino battle royal or anything like that, but when it comes to Full Gear, they really don't do battle royals to get a number one contender match because the Full Gear pay-per-view normally has that AEW Eliminator tournament, which will be happening later on in the night. So that's how we get that. But this should be a pretty decent tag team match. What do you guys think about this as we head into the buy-in, which is going to be happening on YouTube at 7:30?
This is going to be a good match going into the pay-per-view. Nice little match to start us off from the buy-in. I got Shida and Thunder Rosa taking the dub on this one. Like I said, it's going to be a good match for the buy-in going into the pay-per-view. So that's all I got.
Yeah, man. Shida and Thunder Rosa are definitely going to win this. I do like Nyla Rose. I've seen a little bit of Jamie Hayter from like time to time, but I think Thunder Rosa is freaking remarkable. So any team that she's on, I'm on her side as well. So
Yeah.
I'm with her and Shida on this one.
I'm going to go with Shida and Thunder Rosa as well. I think, well, I like Jamie Hayter, don't get me wrong. Jamie Hayter is actually a really good professional wrestler. Nyla, sometimes I'm going to be completely honest. She's a hit or miss for me. I do like what she can bring to the AEW Women's Division, but as of right now, she's not really anything kind of prominent for this division, as we're kind of just slowly getting this division back together when things are all said and done. We still have the AEW TBS Championship tournament still going on. Jamie Hayter, Thunder Rosa, they're a part of that. I believe they're actually going to face each other in the next round. So that's how this match kind of came to be. I got Thunder and Shida as well. As for Bash, Saul, and Megan could not be joining us tonight, but they did send me their predictions, so I'm just going to read out those predictions as well for this match. Bash has Shida and Thunder Rosa. Megan, she has Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter, so there's that one. And Saul, I believe he sent it just in the actual group chat that we have. And yes, he did. So he has Hikaru, Shida, and Thunder Rosa as well. So the only person that's actually going for Jamie Hayter and Nyla Rose in this is Megan. But hey, it could happen. We can all be wrong in this. We can all be wrong. So up next, guys. And the match that I think is going to be absolutely fantastic. It's for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. It's the Lucha Brothers taking on FTR. This is going to be great. I think these two tag team styles are going to clash very well together. As we all know, the team of FTR are the AAA tag team champions, and the Lucha Brothers are the AEW tag team champions. Both championships are not on the line. I do want to make that clear. It's only the AEW World title match. Well, World tag team titles are on the line here. It's only those belts. And this should be a very good tag team match. I think with the old school style of FTR and the high flying aspect of the Lucha Brothers, I think it's going to be a very, very good tag team match waiting for those AEW tag team titles.
Yeah, same. I believe that the Lucha Bros is coming out with the dub. It's going to be a fantastic match for the tag team titles. Any match with the Lucha Brothers in it is going to be fantastic. So just waiting for that match to happen, and it's going to be good. But I got the Lucha Bros taking the dub on that one.
Yeah, Lucha Bros on this one too. I can't imagine they lose to FTR, really. I just feel like they're like every match I've seen, they just look completely unbeatable. So I'm not going to pick against them at this particular moment. So I see a team that is actually looks like they can really beat them. So I got Lucha Bros retaining here. We're winning this one.
I got the Lucha Bros as well. I think pretty much everybody has the Lucha Bros. We all know Saul has the Lucha Bros because to me it sounds like the Lucha Bros are his favorite tag team of all time, just by how highly he speaks of them. But honestly, I wouldn't even be upset because this team is absolutely fantastic. Megan has the Lucha Bros as well, and Bash over here, he has the Lucha Bros as well. So everybody's choosing the Lucha Bros here. Real quick before we head into another matchup, guys, what do you guys think about these AEW Tag Team Championships? Mainly because, let's face it, while Lucha Bros beating the beating the Young Bucks at All Out back in September was the right move. I'm not saying that it wasn't, but I'm going to be completely honest. The Lucha Bros haven't really done much with these tag team titles, and yeah, sure, they've defended them. I believe they defended them twice so far. Once against Butcher and Blade, and the other against the Acclaimed. Both of them on Rampage. But what do you guys think about this tag team? This tag team division moving forward. I mean, we got the Acclaimed on the rise, as we all know. Nate, you love the Acclaimed. Yes. I do too. I think they're great. But this tag team division just seems like in a little bit of a stalemate, or just in a wait and see kind of mode, as we just really don't know what's going to happen with these tag team championships moving forward, heading into Revolution back next in February, which is their next pay-per-view. So what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think the tag team division is all right for right now, or are we kind of just in a wait and see kind of mode?
I believe we're kind of in a wait and see kind of mode, because like other than the Lucha Bros, the Young Bucks, the Acclaim, FTR, you really can't name like a whole bunch of other tag teams that they really have. I don't really count Dante Martin and Leo Rush as a tag team. They, it's just a made-up tag team. I don't really count Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty as a tag team. That's kind of a made-up tag team as well. So basically, they pretty much only have you got the Dark Order, but
the Dark Order, Jurassic Express. That's going to be later on.
Express. So they got probably about like a good 6 tag teams. So
that are being prominently used right now. There are definitely a lot more.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of like a wait and see thing. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Wait and see. So we'll see what happens.
What you think, La?
I mean, I don't think I've seen enough of this tag team division to make a real assessment on it. It doesn't look terrible to me, really, but I think there's a lot more AEW tag team wrestling that I have to watch first for me to give like an actual assessment on this, honestly.
Yeah, you also have Santana and Ortiz too. I forgot.
Santana and Ortiz, yep.
Yeah. The Pinnacle.
You know what? That's completely fair.
Yeah,
I get where you're coming from. It's just I hate bringing this up, but it's true. I've seen this company pretty much from the ground up since 2019. I've seen this tag team division grow to what it is now. There's just so many tag teams in this division that deserve to be used. I mean, I've talked to you guys about Bear Country a lot, and Bear Country and Bear Bronson and I always forget the other guy's name. I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys in the chat know who I'm talking about. Bear Country is phenomenal. That tag team in Bear Country would be fantastic against a Lucha Bros or an FTR in the near future. Heck, even the Young Bucks. I mean, they're an awesome tag team. And at this point, I know it's a very long shot because I think Jonah Rock is already signed with Impact. But you guys know I've been wanting Jonah Rock to be with Bear Country pretty much ever since I heard that Jonah Rock was being released from WWE. So it was a long shot. He's there in Impact now. He hasn't debuted yet, but he's there. He's just stuck in Canada. No, not Canada, Australia. But hopefully we see some more tag teams in the near future going after these tag titles, because I like the 6 that we have now, but we need to see some more. We need some more some more tag teams in this division. So we can move on now to the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament Finals. As well, we got Bryan Danielson taking on Miro. As we all know, Miro is in this tournament kind of as a plan B. I'm going to be completely real with you guys. He's a plan B because Jon Moxley, who, as we all know, checked himself into rehab for alcoholism, just prays that we all here on OTB pray that he gets well and has a speedy recovery to get back here in AEW. But Miro was here for a plan B. Jon Moxley was slated to be a heel heading into this, and he was going to have his heel turn. And everything kind of got derailed, but Miro was a perfect spot to get him in here and have an amazing match with Bryan. So I think this is going to be a great match. I think it's going to be, honestly, this is honestly unpredictable because as we all know, Miro's just on top of his game right now, and Bryan Danielson, he just seems like he's so unstoppable at this point that nobody can take him down. So this is going to be a very interesting match. Who do you guys think is going to be the new number one contender for the AEW World Title when it's all said and done?
So this one was kind of tough since we had the news about Danielson and probably Okada. So this was like kind of a tough one. Yeah, this was like kind of a tough one because I'm like, it could be Miro, it still could be Bryan, but I'm still taking Bryan over Miro in this match. Even though, like I said, we got the news about Okada and Bryan, so it probably still can.
Well, that match it's not fully confirmed that it's happening, but
right.
It's really heavily rumored, and it's just, if it can happen, it's going to be great. So we'll see.
Right. But yeah, I still got Bryan Danielson over Miro tonight in the finals, and he's going to be the new number one contender against Hangman Adam Page.
We'll talk about it.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. But yeah. Go ahead, Loft.
Nah, fuck. Miro is probably going to win. I feel like Bryan losing would make more sense if they go forward with anything that possibly could lead to Okada showing up in AEW. Even though I don't want to put that amazing match in my head at this particular moment right now, but I feel like the only way you can really lead to that is him losing tonight. I don't see a reason for Miro to lose because he looks more unstoppable than Bryan does. Bryan's been winning, but like Miro just looks like a guy that you just can't ever beat, you know. And I think that image should continue to be presented tonight. As far as I know, I don't think they ever had like an interaction in WWE. If I'm not
Miro and Bryan, no, this is their first time ever facing off.
Miro has to win this one actually because the way WWE booking is, Bryan would have beat him every single time, honestly. Right. So now that this is kind of really 50-50, I still think Miro is going to win this match. I think Miro was winning that was the whole plan, but I think it's going to be a good match, but Miro's probably going to win.
Now, I'm going to be completely real with you guys here. Jon Moxley was slated to win this tournament. He was. I could just feel it at this point. He was slated to win this tournament, but with everything in his rehab and all that, with him, that he was going to be turning heel, he was going to be the first heel to go up against the world champion. I'll just say the world champion heading into the next pay-per-view. But with all that being said, I think it's going to be Bryan tonight. Bryan is, in my mind, going to be winning this championship. I think not MJF. We'll talk about MJF. I don't know why. I looked over on my side here, and MJF was staring right at my face. Bryan is going to be the next guy to ultimately get something in the near future. I don't think that here's the thing. This AEW World Championship match that one of these two will be promised doesn't have to be at the pay-per-view at Full Gear. It doesn't have to be. It's not whoever wins this tournament gets the match at Full Gear. I mean at Revolution. So this match can happen on TV. This match could happen on a special event. This match can happen at the pay-per-view. Who knows? But like Nate alluded to earlier, if Bryan and Okada is slated to happen, what other best way to do it than either on AEW soil, on Revolution, or at the biggest pay-per-view that they got, which is at like at a Double or Nothing, or even All Out next year if they really want to stretch this out. Who knows? But I'm going with Bryan Danielson tonight to become the number one contender. Megan, she has Bryan Danielson. Bash, he has Bryan Danielson. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, so does Saul. So yeah, everybody has Bryan Danielson except for the boy, Lockout Famous. But hey, again, just like we alluded to with Megan's pick earlier that she's a lone wolf on, we can all be wrong too, except for Lost, so who knows? So we can move on into the next match that we got on the card. Falls Count Anywhere 6-man tag, Christian Cage and Jurassic Express and Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus taking on the Super Clicks, Adam Cole, and the Young Bucks. This is going to be fantastic. Young Bucks are on top of their game. Adam Cole seems like he's an unstoppable force. He just recently met up with his good old buddy and pal Bobby Lamar Aloysius Fishington III, and
Jesus.
And I just love Christian Cage and Jurassic Express. So this is going to be a great match in my book. What do you guys think is going to happen here tonight in this Falls Count Anywhere 6-man tag?
Like you said, it's going to be a great match.
Adam Cole's pay-per-view debut, by the way. There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
AEW pay-per-view debut.
Nice. But yeah, I got the Super Click taking the dub in this one. You can't go against it anyway. So, yeah, I got the Super Click in this one.
This is a big one. I really don't know, but I'm gonna go Christian and Jurassic Express just because I want to see the Young Bucks lose every single match they have for the rest of their career.
What did they do to you?
I don't like them. I never did. I never will. Even when they're in freaking TNA, fucking Generation Me, I hated that.
Okay. Generation Me, I understand to a point, but
ever since then, I was like, yeah, I just don't like y'all.
Jeez.
So I hope they lose, man.
You know they could possibly be the first ever trios tag team champions, right?
Ew, that's disgusting. I hope not. Holy.
We'll see what happens. I got the Super Click here. There's no way Adam Cole's losing his first AEW pay-per-view debut. By the way, this is also Bryan Danielson's AEW pay-per-view debut as well. As we all know, they they debuted in September at All Out, but this is their real pay-per-view debut. Adam Cole is just on top of the world right now, and so are the Young Bucks. They are absolutely fantastic together. I just can't wait for this match. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. So we got the super click from Saul. We got the let me take a look here. We got the super click from Bash, and from Megan's side, we also, well, actually no, she's in agreement with you off as just expressed and Christian.
Yeah.
So there you go with that. So there you go. We got a match that I know Saul was not happy about. That was probably added to the card, but heck, I don't think he really is ever happy when Cody Rhodes is on the card. It's Cody Rhodes and Pac taking on Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo. They pretty much fuse these two fused together. As we all know, Cody and Malachi have some kind of thing going on, and Pac and Andrade have had a little bit of a feud going on Dynamite as well. At first, this was supposed to be a fatal four-way, if you guys believe that or not. This was slated to be a fatal four-way here at the pay-per-view, but they changed it into a tag match. This is going to be a pretty cool tag team match, I think. With Malachi Black's pay-per-view debut, Andrade's pay-per-view debut, if I'm not mistaken. This is just going to be a great match. This one was really hard for me to call, though. I'll have to say that.
Bro, that fatal four-way, to be honest, that would have been fire.
Fatal four-way. And the match that we had before with the Super Click and Christian's team and everything, that was just slated to be Adam Cole versus Christian, but they changed it to the six-man tag. So I'm glad they kind of changed it to a six-man tag, but this was supposed to be a fatal four-way.
Yeah, true. I said that I had Malachi Black and Andrade winning this one. I don't know. Like Malachi Black and Andrade been killing it since they both debuted in AEW. Cody has been off a little bit. Got that little, pep talk from Glock Anderson talking about he put the Glock to his head. You know what I'm saying? You know it, Phil. You know it. I see you over there laughing. I see you over there laughing, Phil.
It's probably one of the funniest moments, not in just AEW history, but wrestling history as a whole. Because that was just an amazing promo.
You know what I do? I pull out the Glock.
It spilled his guts out all over the whatever. I don't know. It was fantastic. Go look at it if you haven't. The goddamn concrete or whatever the hell he said. Insane.
Man, but I got Malachi and Andrade taking the dub. Pac is doing well as well, but they're not about to stop Malachi Black and Andrade, bro. They're gonna continue that momentum. So I got them taking the dub.
You got one. There you are.
I don't know about this one. I don't know.
This one was hard for me, dude.
I don't know. I mean,
Are you just not interested in like this tag team match, or just?
I'm really not. Honestly, it takes a lot for me to be into six-man tag matches because WWE has ruined them for me.
Yeah, this tag team match is kind of just weird.
Yeah, I mean,
they fused two feuds together to get this tag team match.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Wait, you said is Pac and Cody?
It's Pac and Cody taking on Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo.
Yeah, I'll go Malachi and Andrade.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the lone wolf here on this video at least because I'm going Cody and Pac. I understand you guys' points when it comes to Malachi and Andrade having their momentum continue and all that, but I don't know, man. I would hope that that with everything that we have gotten with Cody so far, doing the slow burning heel turn, I think we're gonna see something in regards to that here in this match. I think Malachi Black and Andrade, even though they seem like they're on the same page as of right now, they got two totally different ultimatums and two totally different they got different ways to go about things. And I don't know what's really going to happen here in this match. This one was the hardest for me to call. So I'm going with Cody and Pac. It's just this is going to be a great match, but with it originally being a fatal 4-way, I don't know why they kind of just changed it to a tag match when the fatal 4-way could have been absolutely great to see. So we'll see what happens. We got. Oh wait, no, I don't want to leave anybody out. We got Saul picking Andrade and Malachi. We got Megan taking Andrade and Malachi. I might be the lone wolf here. Hold on. If Bash. Yep, I'm the lone wolf. So we'll see. Bash has Black and Andrade as well. So we'll see what happens. Being on Darby Allin taking on MJF. This is going to be fantastic. Two of the 4 pillars of AEW going at it. Just pretty much saying who the hell is better than the other. This is going to be great. MJF has been fantastic. Darby Allin, we all know how good Darby Allin is. I cannot wait for this match. I love every second of this.
Yes, sir. So, MJF is taking a dub, bro. MJF, this dude, bro. As much as people hate MJF, bro, I love MJF, bro. MJF, his character is fantastic. Like this dude, man. Me and a couple followers had a debate on who's better, him and the Miz, bro. I was about to say, true. MJF might take over as like one of the best heels, man. Like his character is crazy good. Darby Allin, I don't know. Like Darby Allin has his little bit of momentum too, working out with Sting, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not going over MJF. MJF with the dub.
This is hard because I just like y'all. I think not Darby, MJF. His character is freaking awesome. I see the Miz comparisons all the time, but I never understood it because Miz goes back and forth between like face and heel sometimes. MJF needs to be the heel for like ever, you know.
I can never see MJF as a babyface ever again.
Yeah, it's like
he was one at one point.
He's going way too far now. It's over. You got to be a heel for the rest of your life. He's going way too far.
Man.
But he has been a babyface before. He was with Cody at one point.
That's what I'm saying. Like the stride that he's taken at this point, he can't ever go back. You know.
Yeah.
It's just like you're too deep in. So you have to do like a whole bunch of unraveling for that shit to go back.
He knows how to make people hate his guts,
Yeah,
like legitimately hate his guts, and
that's the best thing about it.
that's what I love about him the most.
If you can be a heel without like forcing it, you can make people actually feel like they want to fight you, like people that don't know how to wrestle and will get hurt
Right.
in there. You can make them that mad as soon as you walk out. You're set. You feel me? But I can't go too far in MJF's direction only because Darby Allin was the first wrestler in AEW that actually caught my attention, and I was like, oh, I freaking love this guy. And it's kind of hard because this story has been written really well, and it's written in a way to where I'm thinking that Darby wins at the end. It's like, oh, a happy ending, but no, it doesn't feel like a happy ending's coming here. I mean, I would love that. I would love to see Darby win, but I think MJF is going to. I think MJF is going to.
And I completely agree with you. MJF has to win here. MJF, he has to win in order to propel him to propel himself into the world championship seat. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Darby Allin is going to be fine. He's with Sting. Of course he's going to be fine. There's no rhyme or reason as to why MJF has to lose here. MJF lost to Jericho. He needs to get a win back. So MJF getting the win here, propelling himself into the World Championship scene once again, is only going to help him moving forward into 2022. As I'm calling it right now, he will be a champion in 2022, if not at Revolution, at least by Double or Nothing. So he's going to be a champion. He is going to win this match against Darby Allin, and we're going to have an amazing match here at Full Gear. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's going to happen, and I cannot wait for it to happen tonight on the pay-per-view. Bash, he has MJF. Megan, she has Darby. Okay, so she has Darby. And Saul, he has Darby as well. So we'll see what happens. I think these. Okay. I want you guys to jump on me if I'm going a little bit too far here. All right.
Okay.
MJF and Darby Allin. I feel okay. I don't know how to word this because this is going to be. I feel like MJF and Darby Allin is going to be a feud that we can see. Like this feud is going to grow in like the years that it's going to go through. All right. So what I'm saying is, like maybe I had the perfect comparison for a feud. I listened to a podcast earlier on this week where it compared this match to a feud that was in WWE that got like so far and so overgrown that it could be like one of the best rivalries AEW has ever produced. I think they were talking about not Rock and Austin. Some kind of feud that Stone Cold Steve Austin had that had a feud that was a feud that pretty much grew both of them into like just absolute superstardom. I feel like that is going to be this feud and this match propelling into the future here in AEW. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but this feud is not just going to be a one-off. This is going to be a feud that we are going to be visiting in years to come.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
That makes sense. I mean, it can build much bigger than where it is at this particular moment. That's why I'm not really sweating Darby possibly losing.
Right.
I feel like this could get even like worse, as time goes on. So That makes sense.
I had the perfect comparison feud to it too, and I just can't remember it now. And as soon as I get out of here, I'm gonna remember it, and look, I'll probably just make a video on it. You'll see what happens. But yeah, so two people have Darby, the rest of us have MJF. I think it's going to be a great match regardless, as two of the four pillars here in AEW collide here tonight. We got the Inner Circle taking on Men of the Years, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, and also they're teaming with American Top Team and Junior Dos Santos. Andre Orlovsky, I'm pretty sure I butchered it, but you know what? I'm sorry, Orlovsky. And of course, the absolute prick himself, Dan Lambert, in a Minneapolis street fight. I'm telling you right now, two people that I'm legitimately going to be scouting, not only Junior Dos Santos, but Orlovsky as well, in this to really see how these two performed. Junior Dos Santos, before he was even anywhere near AEW, he was at the Performance Center. And I'm talking about the Performance Center, WWE Performance Center, trying to do some moves in there because they were thinking about bringing in Junior. I don't know when and I don't know why, but they were possibly bringing in Junior at some point. He's here now in AEW with American Top Team and the Inner Circle. This is going to be a great match. I think with the goal in mind to have Dan Lambert pin the Inner Circle member and Chris Jericho. I'm telling you right now, guys, spoiler alert, that's not going to happen. That's not happening. Dan Lambert is not going to pin Chris Jericho. There is no way that it could possibly happen. But this is a Minneapolis street fight. Pretty much anything can happen here. I cannot wait for this. I think this is going to be a great match. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Junior and Orlovsky can do. And hopefully we get the right winners here. Please tell me that you guys have the right team in mind for winning this thing. I beg of you, please. Who do you guys got?
What have I become?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
It better be your circle.
Bro, I am not going against the GOAT, my guy, Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Santo and Ortiz, Jake Hager, bro. Yeah, no. I was about to say y'all must not have seen what they did in the Stadium Stampede match, because this is basically the Stadium Stampede match, but it's not. It's indoors, and it can happen anywhere around the arena. One thing I hope is that they better not go outside, because it is Minnesota and it is kind of nippy. So
they legitimately might go outside saying, "Hey, taxi!" They're gonna drive over to Jacksonville and they're gonna brawl in the Jacksonville Stadium.
Man,
it could happen. We don't know. This could go anywhere.
Man, it's gonna be 20 degrees and snowing outside. But
I would mind seeing an AEW match in the fucking snow. I would love it. Just spearing each other into snowbanks and everything. Oh my goodness, Tony, I'm legitimately giving you gold,
man. But yeah, Inner Circle. Like I said, I'm with you. I'm with you though, Phil. On seeing what Dos Santos could do and Andre, because I also did hear that Junior Dos Santos was in a performance center like a while ago, preparing for like a WWE type thing or something.
Some kind of match with him, and that never materialized.
Yeah, I think it was like something against Brock Lesnar or something like that. I don't know, but
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm with you on that. Seeing what these guys could do outside of MMA. Dan Lambert, I just want him to shut up, bro. I just want somebody to smack the mess out of him, bro.
Dan Lambert is on. I think he's honestly better at MJF in some sort of ways, because the way that you can make people hate you and the way that Dan Lambert can make people hate him is something that cannot be taught. MJF and Dan Lambert have that just kind of ability to make people hate them. They have that ability to make people hate them, and like I said, it can't be taught. You can't teach something like this. You cannot teach. You can't teach people not to hate you. You can't. It's just something that has to be deep within somebody to have that happen. Their promo skills and their mic skills alone are just fantastic. So I love what Dan Lambert's been doing.
Right. So, but yeah, inner circle on that one. Go ahead, Loft.
Inner Circle wins.
Yes, sir.
I can't. I do not like Dan Lambert. I do not like that man.
He's doing his job.
It definitely is, because I do not like hearing him speak. I do not like that. It just makes me mad every time he grabs the mic. But I want him to take it.
Who the fuck is this schmuck? All those months ago.
You said what?
I remember when Dan Lambert was first showing up in AEW. I remember saying, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah,
like,
who is that?
Like, who is he? Like, I don't even know him at all. But now I just love everything that he does. Wow, Nate, I want to get your thoughts on this now. With Dan Lambert and MJF being as hated as they are right now in this company, there are two people that I think of WWE-wise that pretty much had that hate, if not, well, no, I'm going to say at that level of this hate. Tommaso Ciampa, when he was a heel in NXT all those years ago when he was feuding with Johnny Gargano. And this might be a little bit of a stretch, but I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. Vince McMahon, when he was doing his thing with Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when Vince and Stone Cold were going at it, all like during that time, I mean, keep in mind, we hate the fucker now, but he was universally hated during his feud with Stone Cold. So I think those two right there are pretty much your WWE comparisons when it comes to MJF and Dan Lambert being as hated as they pretty much are right now in AEW.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you hit the nail on the head with that one. I was about to say also honorable mention is The Miz, of course.
Miz, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say another one could possibly be Shane McMahon, not the Shane McMahon that we did a few years ago, but Shane McMahon all the way back then, like when he was about to leave the first time, he was universally hated there as well. Triple H and Stephanie when they were doing not the Authority but the first time and everything, there are a lot of people that you can pretty much point to that were universally hated in WWE that are pretty much almost, if not the exact same level as Dan Lambert and MJF.
Yeah. But
like I said, right now in year 2021, these two are on a totally different goddamn level. And it's great. But yeah. So before we move on, I want to give the rest of the OTB members some credit. Saul picks the Inner Circle. Megan picks the Inner Circle. And Bash, he says the Inner Circle as well. So we're all in agreement. The Inner Circle have to win this thing. So there you go. We got the next match being, my DJ baby girl, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and she takes on Tay Conti for the AEW Women's World Championship. This is going to be fantastic. I love Tay Conti. You guys know I love Tay Conti. I think Tay Conti is very, very underrated. She was never used properly in NXT, and now she's here in AEW getting a World Championship opportunity, as she definitely should, because she is the number one ranked woman in all of AEW right now, other than the champion, of course, because the champion's number one, but the number one contender is Tay Conti. I love everything about this match. But even though I love Tay Conti as much as I do, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, is going to be winning this, to me. I think this is just going to propel her all the way to Revolution, and we can possibly see something down the line moving forward for February.
Right. Same feelings here, Phil. Tay Conti, man, like she been killing it. I'm glad that she got a championship title match finally, because like you said, she wasn't getting utilized right in NXT. So it's always good to see. It's always good to see like people outside. Well, right now especially, it's good to see people outside of WWE actually getting, utilized right and getting title shots and stuff that they deserved when they were in WWE, but they didn't get it. So, with that being said, yeah, Tay Conti, happy that she's getting her title match that she deserved, but I got to go with Phil on this one. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD for the dub.
You do that hand motion. That's right.
But yeah, as much as I love Tay Conti, I got Britt Baker taking the dub on this one. And Ty, after you lose,
you know the drill.
You know the drill. DMs.
Are you dialed in, Nate? Are you dialed in?
Are you dialed in to Tay Conti? My phone stay on me, so you know what I'm saying.
You're dialed into Tay Conti all the way.
Direct line.
Speed dial number 1 for Tay Conti. Well, what you think about this AEW Women's World Championship match? I think this is going to be a great match to showcase Ty, but it's the Doctor, man. I don't know how anyone can really choose against the Doctor here.
Okay, here we go.
And if you do, I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
He turned on the camera.
He turned on the camera, so he's going to be talking some shit right now.
All right. It's about to get serious.
All right.
He wants my girl to lose. That's pretty much what the camera turning on means.
I'm trying to get myself together, Phil. Stop. All right. But I'm gonna be completely honest here.
You hate Britt Baker. There you go. You said.
Never that.
There you go, Adam Cole. Go after him, not me. He's the one that hates her.
If you gotta catch me first. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I mean, look. I love what Britt Baker is doing. I think she's extremely dominant. Her character works with the crowd. Her character works with, it seems like, everyone in the company. She's doing a great job. But I hate when you have champions that are on that pedestal, that are like so far above everything else, and it's like no one can reach them. So at every twist and turn, I want them to get knocked off of said pedestal. So that means I'm predicting Britt Baker to lose this match. I think she's gonna. I think something isn't going to work. I mean, I've seen the way that most of her matches end, and like I just feel like something that she's gonna try. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't know how. I don't know when it's gonna really come into play, but I think Britt Baker will lose this match. There's a very small chance of it happening. I would not be surprised if she went out there and won. If Britt Baker went out there and won, but I'm not taking her in this one. I need her. I need Tay Conti to win this one.
Okay. No, I respect it. I respect it. I do, because I love Tay Conti. You guys know how much I've been a fan of Tay Conti for as long as I could possibly remember. Bash has Britt. Megan has Britt. And Saul. And the entire OTB group chat just deleted on me. Hold on. There we go. We're back. Have you ever like just went back into Instagram and it just legitimately has no message in the group chat?
Yeah, it's been doing that to me all day today.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah. So so if I can get back, where the heck is his predictions? There they are. And he has Baker too. So off you're going lone wolf on this one, but hey, you know.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. We got 2 more matches to go through, guys, and then we can all just enjoy the show, as we definitely should. Olaf, this is a match that, even though it has 2 weeks build, everybody is very, very highly invested into this match. Nate, I know you are as well. It's CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. This match is going to be fantastic. The only thing that I do not like about this match, and the only thing that I have a little bit of a gripe about, is that there's no stipulation.
Yeah.
I think with how personal that this has gotten, with just 2 weeks of build, I just feel like it needs some kind of stipulation. There hasn't been anything announced before the show, so obviously they're not going to do any stipulations just right, like 30 minutes before the match starts. This is just going to be a normal one-on-one match, but regardless, it's going to be a great one. Who do you guys got coming out here on top? Because CM Punk is undefeated still. But Eddie Kingston, I feel like he needs someone's too. Otherwise, you're just not going to build him as something incredible heading into the future here in this company. So even though this looks really predictable, you really got to think of both men here. See what the heck is going all about here. But we'll see what happens.
This was another tough one to come up with a winner for. The build up to this match has been fantastic, even though it's only been probably like 2 weeks. But yeah, this build up has been fantastic. Also, Eddie Kingston dented up my car last week when he was trying to go after CM Punk. I don't know if you guys saw that in that segment. Yeah, when he thought that he was Derrick Henry, tried to stiff arm all those people and ran into the car. Yeah, that was my car. I had to call.
Well, no, here's the thing. Ruby Soho just tackled him in the car, so it's really Ruby you got to talk to.
Yeah, it's all good though, because I talked to Flo from Progressive. I got the Roger Ray from Jake from State Farm.
Discount double check, right? You know.
Yeah, I talked to the dude from Allstate. We're in good hands. So,
Allstate.
Yeah, so we're good. We got that dent out. They gave me a small little check. You know what I'm saying? We good. But
if Ruby didn't tackle Eddie into your car, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But
we good. But in all seriousness though, I got CM Punk taking the dub. Eddie Kingston, he was on the rise. I'm kind of glad that he's out of the tag team picture now without Moxley, even though they was working well as a tag team. But I feel both Moxley and Eddie Kingston were great as individual competitors.
They're single superstars anyway. They didn't need to be in a team.
Yeah. So yeah. Eddie Kingston got momentum going for him. Well, not really. He just lost the Eliminator tournament match, but yeah, both of these guys, it got real personal. But besides all of that, CM Punk is taking the dub. I think I got CM Punk on this one.
This is 15 years in the making. God damn it. 15 years in the making, I was doing this. What the hell? Whatever.
What the hell are you doing?
I forget your flip. Your camera. So 15. I was doing 6.
15.
Wow, this is a 15-year feud heading into the making with this. These guys have been going all the way back since their independent days. This is going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah, this is my damn near my favorite match on the card, except for the championship one, obviously, for the World Heavyweight Championship one, obviously. But I need Eddie Kingston to win. I have a lot of grievances with CM Punk that have not been fulfilled, so I need Eddie Kingston to beat him down for about 25 to 30 minutes.
I want to know these grievances, though. What is your issue with CM Punk right now? Not just AEW, but I feel like it's been going on since he kind of left 7 years ago. I feel like there's still a little bit of anger for you.
There's a whole bunch of stuff.
And also the Jeff Hardy thing.
Yes. He stole AJ Lee from me. He made Jeff leave the company. He beat Cena. He damn near out wrestled Cena, and every time they had a freaking interaction, oh my god!
That's because CM Punk is a better wrestler than John Cena.
He sung "Happy Birthday" to Rey Mysterio's daughter, really creepily.
Okay, that was back in like 2009, 2008.
I don't care when it was. I remember it, and I hate that man for that. Freaking!
I loved it.
Oh my god! Now I gotta think of every reason why I don't like CM Punk. I'm gonna do a video about that. I'm gonna just think of every reason why.
Oh god!
I want Eddie Kingston.
No, you're just gonna adapt Lewis's series of like why your favorite wrestler sucks part 1, but it's just gonna be why CM Punk sucks part 1.
That's it. It's just gonna be CM Punk the whole time. I'm not gonna talk about anybody.
CM Punk sucks part 1.
No, because I said I do like CM Punk. I don't hate the man, but if there's a chance for Eddie Kingston to beat him down for a long period of time and beat him in front of that, so everyone can stop telling me that CM Punk is the greatest human to ever walk, I will be very happy. And I think
that I'll agree with you on. CM Punk is not the greatest person to ever walk the face of the earth. Like, he's not.
Yeah, his name's not Jeff Hardy, So I mean,
listen, CM Punk is a great professional wrestler. CM Punk's a great talker.
Yeah.
Like you can't dispute that. If you do dispute that, then I really want to know where their fucking head is at, because he's a great professional wrestler.
That's why I want him to lose more. I know how good he is, but I've been seeing how good this man is for I don't know how long. Eddie Kingston just wants to go on there and beat him up, and I respect that. I respect people that don't care about anything else, to go in there and beating him up.
He legitimately said in his promo 2 Fridays ago, nobody's gonna tell you this, but I legitimately don't give a shit. Nobody wanted you here. Nobody's gonna say that, but I am gonna be the man that has the balls enough to say it. Nobody wanted you here. And you know what? When you leave, when I kick your ass on Sunday, why don't you leave again for 7 years and never come back? And before you said and never come back, you got headbutted, and then we had the brawl. But
just like that. Straight up. I respect that. That's gangster as hell.
Yeah.
Telling me right from the face, you go leave again after I whoop your ass.
That's for 7 years and never come back.
That's some G shit.
My guy's from New York. What you expect, bro?
Yeah, he's a New Yorker. He's not gonna give a shit.
That is some G shit right there. I'm on his side with this one. I need him to win, and I need him to win convincingly. Like, ain't no roll up. Ain't no distract the ref. Nah, go there and beat his ass.
But hey, didn't I tell you guys right from the very beginning that when Eddie Kingston interrupts CM Punk in that interview with, I think it was Tony, that did the interview with him. Pretty much 2 weeks ago when he got interrupted on that Dynamite. Didn't I tell you that it doesn't matter that this feud is only going to be a 2-week build? This is going to be a fucking fantastic feud.
Yeah.
It didn't matter that it was a 2-week build because you just know how good CM Punk is, how good Eddie Kingston is, how good that promo was going to be on Rampage, and now we get this.
And that's all we need. All we need is Eddie to win, so it will fulfill the rest of the prophecy. So no one can tell me that like I went in some comment sections and people were even trying to dispute like that was a great promo between Eddie and CM Punk. And I'm like, all right, I don't like AEW that much, but damn, I'm not blind to this shit. That was freaking awesome. Like you can't even dispute.
Were people disputing that it was not a good promo?
Yeah. Look in the comments of my video. Look in the comments of like any video that anyone ever posted that promo. I went and looked for it. I wanted to see how many people really thought like that. Once I saw people comment under my video, and mad people think that was just not a good promo. Listen, they're like, you would rather watch a 20-minute scripted one in any company, or watch one that possibly could have been. Dang, I can't say that word. Possibly could have been scripted, but they were actually mad at each other, or at least Eddie was actually mad at Punk because he did not look happy.
Here's the thing that I love about Eddie Kingston as well, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. Eddie Kingston is fucking real. He is real when he speaks on that. You hear him speak, you're going to listen.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to listen. And there's not many people in the world of just professional wrestling that has that ability.
Yeah.
When Eddie Kingston is done with wrestling, I want him to stay in AEW, but teach promo classes or just go into the back and legitimately pull a young guy aside, either be a manager or something of that nature. Just teach the young talent how to cut a real, authentic promo with emotion, because that is what Eddie Kingston does every time he has a mic in his hand.
Yeah.
And I respect the living hell in that, and I love that. Mm-hmm. Because, like I said earlier, there's not a lot of people that have that ability in them.
Exactly.
Yeah, same. Bro, like, Eddie Kingston, man. I thought CM Punk was good on the mic. That was, like, the first time I ever seen, like, someone actually battle Punk on the mic, and it was fantastic, bro.
And it was toe-to-toe. Like, I mean...
Yeah, it was toe-to-toe, exactly. Like, it was real personal.
One person was standing over the other or vice versa. It was legitimately, who the heck is going to win this promo battle?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Miles, I see your comment. I'm watching the 2020 Royal Rumble when Edge came back. Yeah, like I said, that was like the first time that I ever seen like someone actually go toe-to-toe with CM Punk, and it was amazing. And like I said, like with it being like crazy personal and stuff, with it being personal, I feel like it added more fuel to the fire, because like it was amazing. Like that promo was just made for that type of moment, and it was like crazy good. So that's pretty much all I gotta say. But I'm with you, Phil. Like on if whenever Eddie retires, you know, he stays around and helps help with like promos and stuff like that too. So
I mean, if you can get younger talent to get something nobody's gonna be exactly like an Eddie Kingston on the mic, but if you can teach them how to be real and how to be authentic and how to legitimately articulate what you really want to say in a promo, because in AEW it's not scripted. You just have these bullet points and you just go out there and you say what you want to say. When Brian stepped in foot into AEW, his first promo that he was going in AEW, he legitimately asked Tony, all right, what do you want me to say? Like, where's the script? I got to figure out what I need to say. He's like, there's no script. He's like, wait, there's no script? He's like, yeah, just go out there and be you. He's like, no, I can't just go out there and be me. I'm gonna say something wrong or something like that, and we're gonna get shut off the air. He's like, no, just be you, my man. Just be you and tell people what you want to say. Here's some of the bullet points that I want you to always bring out there, but just say whatever you want to say. And he's like, I've never in all my years of professional wrestling, never seen anything like that. And that is exactly what I love about this company. That's what he said. I mean, I kind of just paraphrase what he was saying right there, but that's legitimately his mindset going into everything for when Bryan Danielson was stepping foot. So if you can be authentic and articulate like that, I think Eddie Kingston is going to be perfectly fine here.
Josh is completely right too. It's not like that in WWE at all. Like,
yeah, no, they legitimately have a piece of paper and a script saying, "All right, this is what you have to say," and memorize it before the show starts.
Right, like you'll get a couple people that will go off script, like Roman, Cena, probably The Miz, The Rock, but other than that, yeah, it's all just straight scripts. So
yeah, so it's gonna be fantastic. And guys, the final match, which is
wait a minute, stop.
What's up?
I just thought how funny that is. You know how when like people like Charlotte and Becky cut those heel promos that sound extremely repetitive. That's a hilarious thing.
Yes.
That's hilarious that they're writing it like that. Like they're repeatedly saying the same point. I think that's hilarious. Like
they're
actively writing.
It's robotic. It's legitimately robotic, and it's scripted as that.
Yo, Batches. But
Batches in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
And we also got my friend Dylan in here. A lot of people commented before, after Dylan did. Actually, no. Yeah, there he is. The fire emojis. Right here. We rarely highlight comments, but there's my boy Dylan. I'm going to be seeing him in about an hour, so we'll talk soon, my man. But Bash is in the chat. What's going on, my man? We're just about to go over everybody else's predictions for CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. Saul picked CM Punk. Bash, in your predictions, you sent me. You picked CM Punk as well, and Megan, she picked Punk as well. So pretty much everybody has Punk. But I think you stand alone again. I think you're another lone wolf here in Eddie Kingston. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We got the main event, y'all. The main event.
Woo! Cowboy shit.
This is 1 year in the making, y'all. It all started last year at AEW. Well, technically, it all started 2 years ago. Hangman Adam Page versus Chris Jericho to be the inaugural AEW World Champion. We all know how that went. Chris Jericho was the first ever AEW World Champion. Had that a little bit of a had a long time until we got to where we are today. Hangman was with the Dark Order at the time when his friends Kenny Omega and Young Bucks were on top of the world as champions, and he was just in the background. He was just on the sidelines. And then a few months ago, he had to go home to his wife, who just recently had a baby. And he was gone for 6 weeks. Like legitimately just off television for 6 weeks. And then he returns in the Casino Battle Royal ladder match as the Joker to ultimately win the spot from tonight. This is a year in the making. It all started back at Full Gear last year, where it was the AEW World Championship Eliminator tournament, finals between these two. These two were in the Eliminator tournament finals last year. And Kenny Omega was the one to beat that, which started Kenny Omega's road to the top as AEW World Champion, because right after that, he won the championship. And now Hangman Adam Page meets his former tag team partner, meets his former best friend in Kenny Omega. This story wrote itself. And now it's for the World Championship. I cannot wait for this match. Their first match against each other was phenomenal. And now we get her for the world title. If Hangman loses, like Josh says, we riot. This has to be where Kenny Omega loses his championship here. It just has to be. Hangman Adam Page deserves every second of this, and we all just want him. We all just want it. He's such an amazing talent. We all just want to see him succeed. I want it so bad for him, and I know we all do here too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Long-term booking. This is that.
Yeah, bro. Hangman Adam Page got to win, bro. If he don't, that's a whole waste of having him come back, win that ladder match for no reason at all. Hype up the match. Last week, you had him, not even last week, Wednesday, you had him sign the contract, get busted open. Kenny signed the contract with his own blood.
With his own blood.
Like, come on, man. You got to let Adam Page win. Bro, like I already know Loft is about to talk about it, but, bro, that buckshot Larian, bro.
Woo!
That buckshot Larian, bro. Come on, man.
We all love the buckshot.
Man, Hangman for the dub, bro. Go ahead, Loft. I already know you about to spit something real quick.
Go on.
Hey, man. Hey, listen.
Hangman.
If Kenny beats Hangman, I'm going to lose it, bro. I'm going to lose it. And y'all can't ever say anything positive about this company again, because I'm going to snap. And I'm going to say a whole bunch of things that I feel in the back of my head about this company.
It's going to be directed towards me, y'all. Just wait.
No, it's not at all. If it's going to be directed towards you, I would have just said it to you. But it ain't going to be directed
towards me. He's going to call me out saying, Phil, you fucker, I hate this company now. You asshole. You made me watch this company. You made me get invested in Hangman and Page just to ultimately lose. You are a bitch.
Look, this is not Phil's fault. This is going to be everyone else's besides Phil's fault. Anyone that's like in that damn company as far as like booking matches goes. There's
That's Tony. It's just Tony.
Yeah. So shit, he gonna get it then for me because I'm gonna lose it. Because there's no way in the world you build this man up after everything that he's done since he came back. And it hasn't even been that much, but you already hyped up everything to really set up for him winning this belt tonight. And he has the coolest finisher in the world as well. So it's like, what? How can you just not give this man the world, you know? So look, if Kenny wins this match, that might be the death shot in me ever watching this company again. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I'm just gonna be mad. And when I start to feel like the way I feel when I watch Raw, if AEW starts making me feel like that, you're done. So they got one shot.
Yeah.
They have one shot tonight to make this good in my eyes. They don't have to prove anything to me because I'm just live. But at the same time, I'm just live. You feel me? So
no. Here's where I disagree with you. They have a lot to prove tonight. Have a lot to prove tonight. like everybody said in this chat, if Hangman loses, we all riot.
Yeah.
Somebody also said in this chat, well, Josh, I'm going to highlight this comment here. I think Hangman is going to win because Tony knows darn well that we're all going to be pissed if he doesn't. He knows. He knows.
You better act like you know.
He is riding on Hangman Adam Page for tonight. Everybody is riding on this man, and that may sound weird, but you know what? I don't care.
No pause.
I don't care.
Jesus.
All right.
Everybody is behind this man, and listen, this right here. AEW has a lot to prove tonight when it comes to this match, because if it does not go in the way we all think it does, then who's really going to be the one to beat Hangman, to beat Kenny? Because if it's not Hangman, I really don't know. If Brian does win, maybe it could be Brian. But then again, that would just be a way too soon for a world championship when Brian just came into the company. So it's weird. That might be the buy-in, guys. Full Gear is not happening yet. The main card is not happening right now.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
The buy-in's on right now. Okay. Yeah. So that's the buy-in.
I about to say it's just showing like the video packages and stuff. It's not showing like anything.
Yeah, else. The match for the buy-in doesn't really start until 7:30. So it's fun that I'm missing the video packages. Like that's not a problem. Plus, I got to head over to my friends anyway. So that's probably going to take the 40-minute drive up until the pay-per-view. But guys, that's it. That's it for your AEW Full Gear preview and predictions. Before we get out of here, I do want to let you guys know that Megan, she picked Hangman. Saul, he picked Hangman. And Bash, this is going to be a very interesting one because he is the lone wolf here as he picks Kenny Omega.
Oh, wow.
The AEW World Championship.
I don't know.
And do you want to make sure? Yes, he does. He officially chooses Kenny.
Yeah,
I'm about to call this man. I ain't gonna leak his number. I was about to say I'm not gonna leak his number.
I'm not gonna leak his number.
He's the lone wolf in this, so we'll see what happens.
Nah, bro. What?
You can watch. Okay, I do want to make the announcement. We are not going to be streaming the actual pay-per-view because if we do, we're done. Like that would be our third strike, and so that's not happening. But we are going to have a watch along on Wrestling Talk Universal. So you guys can go over there and watch whoever is going to be a part of it. I don't know who's really going to be a part of it because I know I'm not. I legitimately have to leave right now.
Nate will on TikTok. I'm live streaming it on TikTok. So
are you? You better not be showing the screen.
I always show the screen. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
You good.
Well, I'll trust you in any way that you can. Well, if he's probably not going to be watching the show up until the main event.
I'm gonna watch this whole show. I'm gonna watch this whole damn show. I want to see every moment of this.
And as we all know, everybody else who's pretty much on the AEW train right now, they're going to be watching every single bit of it. But guys, that's it. Man, this is going to be one pay-per-view for the ages. Tony Khan is pretty much calling out that this is probably the most anticipated pay-per-view 2021. Just built on the card itself and all that. He's saying that this could possibly be the biggest pay-per-view of 2021 for AEW, just based on the card itself. There's no reason for me to not trust in Tony Khan. So we're gonna have a fun time tonight. I hope you guys have a fun time. This is going to be an amazing show. Stay safe, please. Mm-hmm. Not everybody has to run to Jacksonville or take some kind of flight if Hangman loses. There's a plan.
I'm going to Jacksonville.
TK has a plan.
I got a plan too.
We all got,
I'm saying my plan on live, but I'll say I got a plan, man.
we all got plans in the back of our head if Hangman loses, but
gonna be outside of Kenny's house, like.
But we just gotta trust in TK. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to trust in somebody that's just booking a pro wrestling show when we have legitimately. I'm echoing. Okay, no, I'm not echoing anymore. I know it's hard to trust somebody that we legitimately don't know just booking a show. But this is AEW. So I'm just trusting in it. We'll see what happens. I love you guys. We all love you here on OTP. Let's have a fun night tonight, all right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching OTP. If you guys like this, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell to all notifications. That way you never miss an upload. You guys, just have fun. Have fun. It's going to be a great night of professional wrestling, and I hope you guys can enjoy it for the night that we're going to have. Review is probably going to have to happen tomorrow because it's going to be a long night, and I'm going to have to drive home. So yeah, review is probably going to have to happen tomorrow. That can obviously happen before Tribute to the Troops. And I'm telling you right now, we're not reviewing Tribute to the Troops because it's not going to mean shit.
Oh, shit. That is
Oh, yeah. I'm not even watching that tomorrow, bro.
Yeah. Tribute to the Troops is not – we're not doing a review because it's not going to mean shit. Like, on Monday Night Raw, nobody's going to remember what the fuck happened. I'm sorry, but that's true. Nobody's going to remember what happened on Tribute to the Troops, even if we're getting Shinsuke Nakamura versus Roman Reigns, the new King of the Ring. It won't matter.
Oh, yeah, the new King of the Ring.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Roman Reigns is going to be the main event, and none of it's going to matter.
I think Liv is wrestling, so I will be present for that.
So we'll see what happens. It's taped. It's taped. So
it is taped.
Yeah, they taped it back in like October or something like that.
Yeah, so the spoilers are probably already out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the review of the show, but then we'll also see you on Monday for another week of professional wrestling. So we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys then. Have a good night. Stay safe. Peace out. Wolfpack. See you tomorrow.